I spent 2 decades leading flagship projects at a top 10 global tech giant. On the outside, I was the definition of making it. On the inside, I was bleeding out. For 20 years, I operated on a single core belief that empathy is the ultimate bridge. I believed that being a good person was a universal language that everyone, deep down, spoke. I was dead wrong. I wasn't just working in a high-pressure environment. I was paying a silent empathy tax that nearly cost me everything I had built. I spent 7 years and a small fortune on psychiatrists and therapists begging for a cure for my exhaustion. But the medical books were missing the point. It wasn't until I watched my entire team dismantled and my most brilliant, empathetic colleagues spiral into clinical depression that the truth finally hit me like a physical blow. This wasn't mental illness, it was an invisible theft of sovereignty. Here is what the doctors won't tell you. Your high empathy is a high-precision instrument, and in the real world, there are people who have engineered ways to strike that instrument with a hammer. Whether their attack is intentional or unintentional doesn't matter. If you are struck, you bleed. When I felt my career, my family life, and my very sense of self being slowly dismantled, I felt hopeless. I gave it my all, but every effort felt useless. Then, right before I hit the floor, I stopped looking for healing and started building tactical defense and real-world recovery. If you feel drained today, listen to me. The problem is not you. It is the person holding the knife. You aren't too sensitive or overthinking or overreacting. You are bleeding from a wound that was socially designed to stay invisible, so you would never call for help, and so you would stay trapped in that hopeless state. Today, I want to share the framework that pulled me through the darkness by dissecting our everyday stories one episode at a time. To every high empathy person out there, I know what you're going through. Remember, it's never you. It always gets triggered by them. I'm going to show you exactly how they've engineered this attack on your soul and how we are going to take your power back.
Work's been insane lately. I stayed until 6 p.m. twice this week. I know I got a raise and my stock grant's up, but with prices these days, it barely means anything. I just want to quit everything.
Wow, that sounds really rough. Burnout is no joke.
You're complaining again? 6 p.m.? Isn't that normal? I've been leaving at 10 p.m. for the past few months, sleeping 5 hours on a good day. Raise? Stock? I don't even have those. So what exactly are you burnt out from? If you're ready to quit, then should I have been collapsing on the floor by now?
This wasn't just a vent. It was a series of constant complaints, the kind that not only drains you, but also makes you question how you're doing, even when you've been surviving like a damn hero. Her mere burnout doesn't cancel your effort. If anything, it proves you're more capable, handling more with stronger mental endurance. And the far greater effort you put in, it's the groundwork for a future only you can build, an incomparable success that's fully yours.
Here is the most important thing you need to remember. If you leave this feeling untreated, it won't stay where it started. This dirty emotional residue acts like a virus. It follows you home. It sits at your dinner table. It drains the energy that belongs to you, your children, and your loved ones. If you don't treat it, it will slowly turn a vibrant, high-performing soul into a hollow cynic. I am here to tell you, your intuition is 100% correct, and you need to recover from these attacks as quickly as possible. Your golden heart energy is a precious, finite resource. Don't let others destroy the most precious parts of your life.
If you are doubting your own reality, stop carrying that weight alone. You have spent your entire life defending others, justifying their behavior, and absorbing toxicity. It is time to start defending yourself. I have built the Golden Heart Framework specifically for people like us. By integrating professional clinical insights, we can finally bridge that emotional blind spot that has kept you vulnerable. If you have a story burning inside you, a situation where you're not even sure how to feel, leave it in the link below. I will analyze your Golden Heart HP and the toxic level of your situation, and I will give you the data you need to stop the self-blame in its tracks. Let's reclaim your emotional sovereignty. Subscribe and let's get your power back.